Welcome back, my little Recusants, to the final episode of our Final Fantasy 13 100% guide. We are about to unlock our final set of achievements, and all of them are tied around this final Seatstone mission here in Oerba. It has been quite the journey. I remember starting this series back before 2024 even began, and now 9 months later we have the entire series, all achievements completely unlocked, videos edited. It's just been such an undertaking, and I know that if you guys have followed along, you guys also had a titanic undertaking of getting all those different, weapons upgraded, transformation catalysts, collecting multiple adamantites, dark matters, the works. But where we're going, we're actually visiting that Seatstone that appeared in the cutscene way back when we versed Barthandelus before returning to Cocoon to save it. That Seatstone actually becomes the final Seatstone of the game, which basically tells the story of this final undying Cieth that was defeated a while back, and we fought a version of it way back when. It's one of the earlier hunts we did, except now with all the other deaths of the other undying Cieth, they've all now amalgamated together to create this ultra mega super boss, basically. And now it's up to us to be the changers of fate and the changers of destiny, and change him from the undying Cieth to just the dead Cieth. That's our plan. And we are basically just making all our way down this long motorway. But the music, the atmosphere, it's just amazing. So please leave a like and leave a comment if you've actually managed to get the 100% as well. Unfortunately, the Steam achievements, they don't have the Platinum achievement in it, but I have 35 out of 35 achievements, as you would have seen in the community post. So, I suppose to give a review, I think the trophies are fair. They probably could have done with a few more intermediate trophies, as in maybe getting a trophy for upgrading a weapon to tier 3 or something, just something like that, to kind of give a few different achievements more than what we currently got. But essentially, guys, we're going to be playing as Vanille. She started off this journey with her initial narration, and she's going to finish this final Seatstone. So we are now fighting Verginoxtrix. Should have probably practiced saying that, and then I realized I can just read what it says. I was like, can't actually read that word. But I will spell it in the description, and we will have it correct there, and the people searching for it will know. They'll know of this boss. So we have to go back to the destroyed metropolis, and we will see incredibly powerful Cieth have spawned here.
What do we got here?
And you'll know that this is done live because I made a save in case I didn't get the 5 stars. But you will see that I essentially get all 3 achievements for initially beating the final Seatstone mission, getting 5 stars in it. So this is a 5-star method first try. But we basically need to use Vanille and her toxic trait of running away from problems that are hers to now completely 180ing that and using her power of toxicity in the poison spell to run into a completely optional side quest and save the world. So just make sure you put on Saboteur, and make sure you give Vanille some kind of defensive buffs there. in the accessories. You can kind of pause and look at the equipment I gave her. But those other Cieth stones are essentially all the other undying Cieth that I have defeated. And so you can't actually activate it until you've defeated all the other undying Cieth. So, a little tidbit on that. But obviously if you've done every other mission, it will unlock. And to start, we need to Libra twice.
Don't suppose you'll take it easy on us.
Don't suppose you'll take it easy on us. Vanille, we are taking it easy on this guy. But once you Libra twice, we now have lightning going in and, you know, getting the poison on. And now it's just a case of keeping ourselves healed up. So we're using our massive healing. And now that it goes into these modes of becoming completely impervious, and this is where we need our triple synergist. And the reason we keep Fang in the party is because she does good damage, but also because she does Shell Rat and Faith Rat and Protect Rat. And we want Vanille to keep up the offensive buffs, but then she can also then put on Brave Rat or Protect Rat and Shell Rat as well. And as soon as this guy goes out, we just want to put poison on immediately, because poison is what's going to be doing all of the damage here for us. And even though you might be saying we literally just got like only a couple of hits in, that's the reason. We need to just get all the damage in through poison, because we aren't going to be able to get enough damage in by, you know, regenning. And as I say, Vanille has such high magic that she really is the strongest healer, strongest debuffer. And so long as we get all three of our guys, between Fang and Vanille, they can dispel everything. And we just need poison to land. So, like, Lightning is pulling up really, really good work there and getting it on. But when you have all your protections on, you can then decide, okay, let's just lay on the attack. And if you can get a stagger, great. But all of your damage really is going to be coming through the poison damage. And now it's like, oh, we're getting a bit risky. And then I decide, okay, let's just renew. Or at least I should have. Like, a handy renew there would have been great a bit earlier, but it's fine. We still have 2 renews, just keep that in mind. Well, no, we don't, because we used 2 Libras. If we had have saved an elixir, if we had have reloaded and saved all those elixirs from the Adamantite fight, that could be really, really useful here, obviously. Getting a bunch of renews back. Just, you know, other options if you decided to do things a bit differently. But you want to make sure Vanille has the Belladonna wand. That's the one I maximized to her Nirvana. I used the Marlboro wand, you know, the debuffing one. And then whenever he goes there, if you want to top up your buffs, just apply them again on yourself, more so because that'll reset all of the bits and pieces. And then make sure you're ready to, again, put poison on straight away. Because Fang will dispel. Fang will have 6 charges, so she can just triple dispel. So do not be fretting about that. Now that we got our bit of poison on, we can just lay on the damage and get the stagger built really, really quickly. And then when you're getting worried, just swap to discretion. Like, Fang can just work away, get tons of healing up. But this is what's important. You need to go into Tortoise, or that move will just flat out defeat you. There is no recovering from that move or surviving that move without Tortoise. And as I say, look at Fang with her Genji gloves just melting through that HP. So Poison doing great work, but Fang is doing her best as well. But watch Vanille. Like, Hope is technically stronger, But Vanille is no slouch in the healing department. She is well able to just go from low to high HP very, very quickly. But you'll notice this guy is regenning huge amount of HP. But this is where we needed to have Vanille using more of the defensive stuff, because right now this guy's going to be going more and more on the offensive. And we just need to be getting into Tortoise really quickly when that whirl attack comes. And then I'm like, oh, I don't have enough space for healing. Oh no. And we're just getting our 2 medics up to full now. But again, giving Vanille those resist damages, resist magic, you know, it is not a bad thing for her to have. And so long as the poison is there, like, the poison will work, you know. And like, watch this. A raise and a cure, and then everyone's back to absolute full. Now what I should have been doing was switching over to the Synergist paradigm. I didn't need to be just lingering in Saboteur for this long. But however, I did what I did. But we got the poison on. So that's good. But again, we're just so low that it's just being really risky now at the minute. And this wind one, it is so random what character it'll go for. So long as Vanille doesn't get too under pressure, she's going to be able to raise and keep everybody safe and sound. Obviously, if we had combat clinic, so like medic and, you know, the 2 medics and sentinel. But now we have like no buffs. So I'm just trying to heal up through these, and then so long as like we can keep the poison on, you know, there's no bother with that. But you can see how without the Protectors and Shellras, we are so fragile, even at like max stats. Like, Lightning is just getting absolutely destroyed. And you have to be quick with that Tortoise switch. But now that we're back to it's in its shielding, we're like, okay, let's just get these buffs on quickly as possible. But great boss fight, in fairness. It really puts the entire system on its toes, you know. And really, all you need is just to get poison on again. Now poison's on, we can go back to like our medic and just keep ourselves alive, because it's that low on HP now that so long as Fang keeps attacking, it will go down. And this is where I'm thinking, okay, can we just get like an Al Protector off? Yeah. And then I'm like, I made a mistake. I made such a mistake. But I have Renew back. So I have Renew. So I'm not that scared. But poison wins out. 5 stars. Should have taken us 12. Took us 8. Brilliant stuff. We don't get any spoils. But we get the gold watch accessory, which finishes up our item hunt. We get the Great Redeemer title. And after this little cutscene, we're going to get 3 achievements. Defeating all the Exorcist Cieth. Defeating every Cieth Stone mission. And 5-starring every Cieth Stone mission. And the final one is just getting confirmation that we have in fact collected every weapon and accessory. And to do that, we're going to need to go back to Oerba. So that's it. Game done. Hope you guys liked that 5-star battle. As I say, definitely areas I could have improved on. Like, could have maybe just bought a Libra scope, so I wouldn't have had to use 2 Libras. So I would have had an extra Renew, which would have like saved me in those really kind of dicey moments there. But it's a pretty handy fight. And if worst comes to worst, and you're not able to defeat him, equip the gold watch and do that fight again, your target time will be extended so far, and this goes for any Cieth Stone mission that's still outstanding. You will be able to 5-star them, no problem, once you have the gold watch accessory. But that has been this series, guys. I was holding my breath, because you might say, you know, Recusant, we're after getting every weapon and accessory, why didn't that achievement pop? And you might be absolutely panicking. But the trophy is actually locked behind a confirmation message you get from Bhakti in Oerba. Really mean that they've done that, because you literally would think the trophy's bugged or glitched or you didn't get it and be so upset. But just go talk to Bhakti and it'll say you're a true Pulsian Pioneer, that's because you take 10,000 steps, and you're an accomplished treasure hunter too. And that's it, platinum trophy got. If we got platinum trophies, that is. But that's it, series done. Thanks so much for coming along this journey, and if you just hopped in for the last episode, thanks so much for tuning in. Maybe you'll check out other episodes in the series with my sassy, insightful commentary. But we're just going to slow-mo walk, strike a pose, look into the horizon, and say goodbye to this amazing game. Tune into another series if you like my content, guys. Leave a comment, and I'll chat to you next time. Have a good one.
Make my wish come true, let darkness slip aside, hiding all the hope, marking what we treasure, battles we can win.